Hey guys, thanks for joining me back here again. This time I'm taking a look at the Seasonal Mastery, specifically the Feral Druid tanking pre-BIS before raids. My set includes the PvP reputation grind stuff, so keep that in mind when you're looking at it. These should all be available from day one, with all the PvP being available. There is also the Grand Marshal set and the Knight Captain set. Grand Marshal stuff, the rank 10, 12, 13, whatever the heck, is going to be kind of replaced in AQ40, some parts of it, maybe all of it. Trying to think, don't remember exactly. But then we have the Knight Lieutenant set, and that is possibly kind of useful in here, but I'm not going to be looking at it here. You'd have to check some other sources to see if you really needed to slot in some Knight Captain parts. I think it would make it a lot easier on you if you weren't looking for a Hide of the Beast, but, whatever. My set, just going over another thing again, is pretty heavily skewed in the mitigation side. I'm on Wowhead, so it makes sense to have this one open too, which Nerdegg had said is heavily skewed to the threat side, which you can see if you look at the defensive stats and the offensive stats between his gear set and then the gear set I set up, keeping in mind that his also doesn't include these tanking set pieces, but I do have another one that is considerably easier to get that also is more tanking, and you can see 2,500 more armor, and losing the attack power. Alright, so just starting out, Bone Ring Helm. This is a fantastic defensive piece to get, especially early on. It will just give you a whole bunch of value points. I know that he specifically loves the Mask of Forgiven. You do not need to be hit capped to tank, and he even says that in his guide here. So just understand the way you want to play and the pieces you want to look for when you're setting up your set. This drops out of Skullomance off of Rattlegore. Next, the necklace. Varric's Collar is a fantastic defensive piece. Alternatively, there are a lot of stamina, attack power, and that kind of things, and then there are some harder to get ones, like he's got on here Beats of Ogre Might, which is some special boss you summon doing the tier 0.5 stuff, which I can tell you I did not kill a single one of these in Classic WoW, so good luck getting one of these to drop if you're hunting for it. Shoulders. Wrathy Base and Exalted Shoulders are the best shoulders a bear can wear in Classic WoW. End of point. Then the alternative is getting a Tall Eye Spalders of the Monkey are going to be a little better for defensive stats. So good luck out there learning your solo routine for Sunken Temple for the troll bosses if you are playing a bear. The cape, easy cape to get. Sergeant rank should be 1 week with the sped up honor gains here this time. Armor, stamina. Alternatively, there are other armor, stamina, defense type capes. This one coming from the tribute chest. I think he went with a Phantasmal cape, and then there's another cape from the Gargoyle rare spawn in Stratholme Undead side. Breastplate of Bloodthirst. Love this thing. Got it myself last time around. Great cloak to use. Cloak. Chest piece. Alternatively, super easy to go buy a Warbear harness off of the auction house for like 20 gold. I think the Black Mist arm guards are going to have everybody agreeing that they are the best bracers you can get for tanking. The one hit, decently defensive, and there's really not any good choices here. For gloves, these slab hide gauntlets of the monkey are the best ones you can get. I think he favors of the bear more, just from the attack power perspective. But when you're farming for these, I've seen a lot of druids just give up and take what they can get of the eagle, of the whale, because they don't drop very much, and it can be of anything, and we prefer these just because of the huge amounts of armor on them. Same with the Cloud Runner girdle. If you don't want to deal with the grind, a lot of druids just opt to say screw it and favor the two-piece Devil Sword set. But yeah, Cloud Runner girdle has no stamina on it, it just has the armor. So if you would prefer a piece with stamina, we've got the Frostbite girdle from Raz Frost Whisper. This is from LBRS. Then for pants, these are the best pants a druid wears. Classic WoW. Sentinel leather pants come from Warson Gulch Exalted. Alternatively, you can just go with the Devil's Horse set. I know that the Dukes out in Silitus are going to be available from day one. There's some BOE pants that can drop from that as well. Probably going to cost you a fortune. Highlander boots are revered with the Wrathy Basin. If you're getting these shoulders, you should just pick these up along the way. Alternatively, I like the ash-covered boots from Archivist in Strath Live. I have not ever used these boots, but they do look pretty good for holding aggro. Azalian, I think that's Dire Maul East. Don Julio's Band. This is... I like to use one good defensive ring and one offensive ring, just to keep it nice and even. So the Don Julio's Band is going to be better than the Blackstone ring by a solid mile. Ring of Protection is the best armor ring you can pick up. Nagla ring being an alternative if this quest just doesn't work for you. And we have the Myrmidon Signet, of course, is a solid find. Usually pretty cheap on the auction house. Looking at trinkets, he in his guide says he would not favor one of the other in the quest choice between Black Hand's Breath and the Mark of Tyranny. Mark of Tyranny is something that you can even use tanking in the Burning Crusade, so if you enjoy the defensive side of tanking instead of the offensive, it's a no-brainer to pick up Mark of Tyranny instead. Same with the Smoking Heart of the Mountain. This is an enchanting item. Last time around I was skinning and enchanting just so I could make getting these two pieces easier on me, and you will use these throughout the entire expansion. Well, classic WoW. You can alternatively get a different offensive type trinket like whatchamacallit. I can't even remember now. Hopefully it's like right in front of me. I don't want to look for it. Please. Why can't I remember the name of this? It looks like blood. Everybody wants it. It's a Drakefang Talisman. How do you forget the name of the Drakefang Talisman? Yeah. Good luck murdering your rogues and taking that from them. Or your tanking warriors. But I think usually people understand that it's a pretty good piece for a druid, cat, or bear. Weapons. Manual Crowd Pummeler for progression or fights that you have a farm. You don't want to waste too many of these because they are a pain in the ass to get. Alternatively, you can use Warden Staff or the Unyielding Maul. Warden Staff, I think you can get this enchant at the beginning of Season of Mastery, but I'm not positive on that. If you can't, then Unyielding Maul is slightly better, just because you can put the counterweight on it that you wouldn't be able to put on a Warden Staff. And they have basically the exact same stats. And Idol of Brutality available from day one. Magistrate Bartholus. you wouldn't use the only other idol that's available in Classic because it's for cats. But yeah, that is with 5 out of 5 Thick Hide, if you were wondering what the talents are here. And that's what is using to calculate all this over here. So this is my bargain set. I don't know if I even mentioned it, but picking up the Stormpike insignia if you are not an enchanter is a solid choice, especially before you can get to the other trinkets. And so you also don't have to fight warriors and rogues for a Hand of Justice. So that is my tanking set for a bear. So I'll leave the links for these 3 sets down below, and you guys can take a look at them if you would like to look at them more. This tool on Wowhead is pretty great, and it shows you a lot of different stats, and you can make sure you set your form if you're curious how it works in bear. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day.